Hello hunters, my name is Dark Hero, welcome back to the YouTube channel. We just got some brand news about Monster Hunter Rise Sunbreak and its very first free title update. The official Monster Hunter account on Twitter has just revealed that there is going to be a digital event for Sunbreak where they will showcase news for the first title update that is going to take place on August 9th. Here they mention, of course, Kuga as well as Seething Basil Ghost, which we already knew were going to be present in the update, but they also go out of their way to mention that there is going to be at least one new monster in this title update. Myself and many other members of the community were starting to get worried about the first title update, but it looks like we have nothing to worry about and the Monster Hunter team is going to do good for us. As it says right here on this video, the new free title update is going to feature those two monsters but also some other new monsters, which is crazy to imagine getting like 4 or more monsters in a single title update. I believe we did get 3 or 4 monsters at one point in base Rise with a free title update, however, Rise was sort of unfinished at release. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people would agree with that statement, but personally Sunbreak felt complete to me, so getting all of this new content for free, well, it's just good to be excited about this. For now, I don't really know what kind of monsters we can expect to see in this new title update, but judging from the fact that we're getting Seething Basil and Kuga, I would assume that it's going to be 2 other variants. Personally, I would love to see a Ghostorak and a Tetranodon variants. I think those 2 monsters are fantastic, but because they are early game monsters, they don't really feel that powerful, but if they were to add variants, they would make those monsters essentially relevant again. Anyway, something else that was revealed that is very interesting about the free title update is that along with the armor augment system that we talked about in a previous video, which was called Curious Crafting, of course it being influenced by the Curio monsters, there is also going to be Curious Crafting for weapons. Here's an image depicting Curious Crafting. On this image you can see the Malzeno Greatsword with the Curious Crafting icon on top, and as you can see on the left right there, you have the option to add an anomaly slot or add attack boost, affinity boost, elemental boost, sharpness boost, and a rampage slot upgrade. So this is pretty much the exact same thing we had in base world. You could make your weapons stronger by augmenting them, and you could even add some stuff that isn't here, like health regen, where you would hit the monster and you would regain health. That was a bit too busted, so I'm kind of glad that it isn't here. And besides that, there is blood right, and whenever you're hunting anomaly monsters, you do get to actually heal. Also, the anomaly slots look to be those icons right below the weapon design. As you can see here, this greatsword comes with 3 slots already unlocked, but I imagine you would need to spend some materials, probably from the new anomaly quests that we're going to be getting in the free title update, to unlock those anomaly slots, and also use those other materials to then use Curious Crafting to boost your attack, affinity, sharpness, and what else. I'm also very happy to see that the Rampage slot upgrade is being taken into account and isn't being ignored, because there are quite a few weapons, like for example switch axes and gun lances, that can take good advantage of their Rampage slot, because there are some Rampage decorations for specific weapons that actually benefit those weapons quite a bit, especially in the case of the switch axe. File switch boost is no joke, but even if you don't have a specific rampage decoration to use on your weapon, because it isn't good like the greatswords for example, having a rampage slot level 2 will enable you to add the anti-monster species decoration, which is going to add a 5% damage boost for your entire hunt. Assuming of course you're hunting a monster that is of the same species of the decoration you have. Because this system resembles so much the augment system of Monster Hunter World, I'm not too worried about this system being very dependent on RNG to get these different bonuses. If you guys remember how the Curious Crafting worked for the armor pieces, there you would get different bonuses for resistances, your defense, decoration slots, and also you would get some skill points as well. And I believe it's going to be RNG because if you look at the Japanese version of that image and compare compare that to the Western version, the skills are completely different. But here with Curious Crafting, when taking a look at the weapon version of this, the skills look to be exactly the same. Now, I don't speak Japanese, but I really do believe that taking a look at these two images, they are the same exact bonuses, which I'm very excited about. I know that a lot of people in the community dislike these RNG systems, at least that's what I got from a lot of the comments that I received on my video on Curious Crafting in the past, with some comments even mentioning that because they are on PC they are going to mod the odds to get the better stuff, which is understandable. Personally, I don't mind that it's RNG too much, because I love Sunbreak so much and it would get me to play the game even more. But I guess if the sole reason for you playing Sunbreak is because you are chasing a specific decoration or upgrade that is locked behind RNG, then maybe it doesn't feel so good. One other thing that I need to talk about here about the Curious Crafting for weapons is that I hope we do get another option here to add to the weapons, specifically in the case of some very specific weapons like the hunting horn or gun lance, the ability to improve their specific attributes or to change them. For example, a lot of gun lances just aren't viable compared to the strongest ones because they don't have the same shelling level. And that is a big shame. In the case of the hunting horn, a lot of hunting horns just aren't all that powerful because they have bad songs. But if you were able to change the melodies of your hunting horn, like say you were able to with the Safi Jiva upgrades, then you could make some hunting horns that aren't all that strong right now completely busted, and that would be really cool. I don't know, it's just food for thought. I think that when you have so many cool designs and they are kind of left in the dust because those weapons are much weaker compared to the other ones, just because of these small specific aspects of the weapons, I don't know, it just kind of discourages me from playing hunting horn even more or getting into gun lance, because there are so few that have that power level. You know, I don't need to worry about that whenever I pick up a greatsword, for example. It's just look at the damage number and use it. There's also this one smaller note from Suzuki, the Sunbreak director, which says, "Hey everyone, we are making a small action-related adjustment as part of free title update number 1. You will no longer accidentally consume a marionette spider when you are unable to use it on a monster." They even go out of their way to clarify the tweet because there was some confusion in the comments that reads, "The adjustment is made so that the spider marionette will not be consumed when failing to pull the monster due to its state after hitting the monster successfully," which is pretty good because I'm sure you've had this happen to you a few times, especially if you're someone that always goes look out for endemic life whenever you start a hunt. Anyways, I'm very excited for the free title update that we're going to be getting. If I were to make a guess, I believe we're going to be getting it next week still, even though that's going to be the week of the digital event. I imagine it's going to be something like Thursday or Friday, but there's also a good chance that it's going to be on the 15th or the 16th, but we'll have to be on the lookout for that. In the meantime, I'll be sure to cover any news about Sunbreak. There's a chance that I'll be able to livestream this event. I'm not sure yet, but let me know if you guys would like to see that on the main channel. I have some very cool videos in the work for you guys, so hopefully you are all excited for the new content. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching. My name is Dark Hero, and as always, happy hunting.